Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Capricorn is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. If there is anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I provide. And remember, Capricorn, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. Wow, okay. An Eight of Wands. This is swiftness. This is speed. Things are accelerating. I feel like you are probably experiencing a lot of internal pressure, a lot of impulse to kind of be in multiple places at once. You know, I think that life is starting to move quicker for you, and you feel like things are really speeding up. The momentum is starting to speed up, and I think that you're feeling the pressure to keep up with things. You know what I mean? Let's put this into a little bit of context and see what is going on. There we have a Knight of Cups. We have an Ace of Swords, a Two of Cups, wow, okay, a Six of Wands, and a Prince of Pentacles. Yes, so things may be speeding up now. If you can stay focused, you can be victorious. You can successfully accomplish everything that you're trying to accomplish now, and then life can slow down. Okay. There is this Two of Cups back here, which is an element of love or connection. So we'll have to see how that might play into some of this. We have a 10. Oh, okay. A 10 of Cups. It may be that this is really a really big push right now to get to the larger goal. Okay. There's the Empress. That is the larger goal. Yeah. We have also a Prince of Wands and a Nine of Wands. Yeah, this is interesting. Whatever you're building in your life is starting to come together a lot faster. You're going to have to nurture yourself. You're going to have to take care of yourself, especially with that Nine of Wands there. Yeah. I don't know when things are going to slow down, as a matter of fact. Let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor infinite and, whoa, okay, unknown. The world just volunteered. So yeah, let's select the mystery card. Mr. Ed right on top. We're not going to look at that till the end. If you have a prediction, please put your prediction in the comments. The world leaping out of the pack is kind of this way of saying the goal that you've been waiting for is finally here. Like, this seems like it's a very significant moment in your life where, like, the wait is over. And maybe that's why we have this very explosive fire energy and this fire, and even this rush, this passionate rush with the Knight of Wands, or the Knight of Cups, I should say. So I feel like you've been waiting for something for a long time, or there's some energy's been stuck. Now it's not stuck anymore, right? This is really, really fast movement. This is energy that's getting stuff done. Maybe a lot of travel, maybe a lot of logistics, a lot of like shipping things, a lot of messages coming in, a lot of responsibilities, a lot of things on your checklist. Things are happening at an accelerated rate. You're going to accomplish more in the next 3 days than you have in the last like 3 months. Okay? The wait is finally over. there's been some kind of a delay, some kind of a stagnation. Maybe it's a blockage. That energy is free now, okay? Spirit's opening the door. This is a wave of momentum that you are riding. Yeah. And your schedule is going to be really, really full. So you've got to prioritize. You got to stay clear. You got to stay sharp. You got to stay on top of it, okay? And you can really make significant progress right now. This is extraordinary. The Knight of Cups that we have here as well. You have to excuse my voice today. Still dealing with a little bit of congestion. The Knight of Cups is emotional movement. You know, it's passion. It's that your desires are guiding you. That this is something that now is like, it's kind of like set your heart free. Yeah. You're following the path with heart. Your quest is now underway, and it may be that like you've been sort of steadily walking this path. Could be that we're in like this home stretch kind of energy. Okay. There's a question with this card, right? The Knight of Cups is asking that question. Do I want this? When things finally open up, the door opens and this rush of creative energy starts flowing and everything starts happening faster and faster and faster and faster and faster. You've got to make sure that you're ready for this, that you still want whatever this goal, whatever's at the end of that path. What are your expectations? And do you still want this? Because that's like the first thing, because this is like, you've got all these opportunities now. Everything is happening really, really fast. If you don't want it, then you just get off the train. You just say, nah, never mind. If you want it, then you start doing the work. Then you can have it. Then you have all this progress. Okay? So this is and we may be talking about a relationship here. It's a relationship between you and something. You're building something. You're building a relationship. You're building a family. You're building a home. You're building a business, a life, a future. You've got to check in and make sure that it's still the future that you want. Because right now, everything's happening so quick. Once you get on this wave of momentum, you're not going to really have time to stop and ask. So you better know beforehand if this is really for you. Maybe this is a relationship that's going to start happening really, really quick. Things are really moving now. Maybe it's the job. Maybe it's the building of the house or something. If you don't want it, now's the time, Now's the time to speak up about that, okay? So that's what the Knight of Cups anyway is sort of asking. You got to be sincere. You've got to be honest with yourself. Now, if you do, great. If you do, you're going to be the building aspect is going to happen a lot faster than you thought. There's love. There's passion. There's sparks. There's romance. And then there's the building of the life together. So this seems to be that kind of critical moment where you have to make sure you need the internal clarity. You need this truth. That this is still what you want. Because now you're building something together that sort of like, it intertwines your lives a little bit more than when this was just attraction. This was just simple love. Okay? But now the relationship seems like it's moving much more quickly than it was. So simply a card that's saying, check in with yourself, make sure you still want this. Okay? Because it's the relationship is starting to unfold at a more rapid pace. Okay. Now, this could also be the relationship with the job. It could be that you're making so much more progress. You just started the job, suddenly now you're getting promoted, you're working your way up the ladder. Double check that you still want whatever this future is, because whatever the relationship is that we're talking about, whether it's at school, at home, at work, whether it's with a person or with the job or with the idea or with your school or education, your relationship is getting more complicated. Okay? So the more things continue like this, the more difficult it will be for you to disentangle yourself from that other thing, should you decide you don't want it anymore. So that's why the Knight of Cups is saying, let's decide now. Let's double check now that we still want it. Let's ask for this clarity. The Ace of Swords, right? This is the mental focus. This is something's becoming very, very clear to you. This is you acknowledging the truth, cutting away any distractions, and first of all, asking that question, do I still want this? Yes? Is this still the future that you desire? Yes? Okay, now we stay sharp. Now we cut away all distractions because things are happening very, very fast. We've got to be very focused. We can't entertain any nonsense right now because we have a lot to do. There's a lot to arrange. There's a lot of planning to do, a lot of responsibilities, a lot of errands to run, okay? Some of you might be like saying yes to a marriage or something like that. It feels like it's a deeper commitment. It's one where if you don't want it, now's the time to speak up because you're going to be so intertwined with this thing, it's going to be difficult to unravel it should you decide later that you didn't want it. That seems to be a really strong message in these cards today, okay? But this is, be a good communicator. Don't get distracted by anything. You have to stay in your clarity. You have to know that truth. And this is that inner clarity, that inner certainty, all right? Now, what we have in the background here is that love, the connection, the mutual interest, harmony, affection. It's a meaningful bond that started, right? Romantic or otherwise. This could be kind of fell in love with the job. You fell in love with the pet. Maybe it's the new dog. And maybe you have to now ask yourself, do you see a future with this dog? Do you see a future with this company? Or with this whatever person, whatever it could be. This place, maybe you fell in love with a particular location or a particular house. And yeah, it's good, but if you still see a future there, it's kind of asking if you want it long term. You see. This is a meaningful bond that's strengthening. This is something that's going to need to be a priority. This is something that's the relationship. You're getting closer with this. Okay? This is a relationship that's ready for the next step. And it may be happening a lot faster than is normal or faster than you expected or, faster than you had planned. But that's why now it's kind of like, do you want the future that this thing is going to bring you? You got to follow your heart here. Okay? If this is genuine, if this is real, it's okay that it's moving fast. Everybody says, oh, don't jump into anything too quickly. Take your time. Be cautious. Go slow. Yeah, generally a good idea. But if you know beyond the shadow of a doubt that this is for you, and you know what the future will look like, and you know what to expect, it's not going to be all sunshine and roses, But if you want the long term of this, and you're certain, it's okay that it's going quickly, okay? So don't feel any guilt or any remorse, or don't feel like you have to somehow slow it down because it's supposed to go slow or something. I don't know who made that up, but it's okay that it's going fast as long as you are sure that you can handle it, that you want it, that you're, that it's real and it's genuine and all that good stuff, okay? Now, we've got a 6 of Wands here. It is victory. This is confidence. This is achievement. This is, this is progress. This is maybe a teamwork. Okay? This is maybe something public. Maybe that you're something is happening a lot faster, and this is now the need to kind of tell other people. Like you're going to have to tell your parents or tell your friends, or there's going to be some kind of a public ceremony, maybe. Some sort of a gathering, some sort of announcement. Okay. But this is you being confident. This is you standing tall. You know, you deserve whatever this is. It feels like it's a win. It feels like a real successful thing, and it feels like it's a very sacred creation. That was weird. This is such a strange reading today. It's a very sacred, creative collaboration, perhaps, between you and somebody else. I don't know. Someone out there is, you don't know it yet, but you're pregnant. Yeah. Tell if you want to send me an email privately if you want to, but someone, you don't know it, but you are. Okay. And I think that it's very important right now in whatever situation you're in that if you truly feel that this is for you and this future is the future that you want, it is such a magical moment for you. Okay? And this is a gift. And this is you sharing that with other people and letting them know what's going on with you in your life. Okay? It's not, you don't have to tell everybody, but this is something that you're so excited about that you're sharing it. You know what I mean? This feels like it's a real win, you know? But it's collaborative. This is, it feels like you and this other thing. Now, maybe it's the job. I don't know. It feels like the two of you are like a perfect match. You're not the same person. You're like the perfect complement to each other, you know? It's a 3 and a 3. It's like the two of you are cut from the same cloth. Yeah. Anyway, really weird energy. I like it though. I think it's very good. The Prince of Pentacles, the builder. This is consistency. This is diligence. This is follow through. This is, we got a plan. We're working together on something, and you can rely on me. I'm going to show up for you every single day. And I know that you're going to show up for me every single day. And that's how we build our life together. You know, it doesn't have to be, we may be rushing into something, but then it's just going to be steady effort over the course of time that's going to build up our life together. Focusing on doing the right thing. This is someone reliable. Like this is someone that you can, they're going to show up for you. They say they're going to do something, they do it. Yeah. This is commitment. This is commitment. And this is you taking care of your body, protecting your energy, managing resources, financial resources, but also physical body stuff, okay? And your reliability makes you powerful. Your ability just to show up and build whatever this is that you're building. Maybe this is you showing up at work. Maybe this is you showing up in the relationship, showing up for the other person or for the baby. Mystery card's got to be the Ace of Cups, right? I mean, that's the baby. But this is you continuing to move together, forward. Your discipline is your devotion to the future. Whether this is you in your career, in your job, this could all be career. This could all be the career. You fell in love with the work, and now you're making rapid progress through the ranks. Okay, getting promotion after promotion after promotion. You better make sure that you want this job long term, because you really are like digging in deep. You're really getting really nested in this job. So you just want to make sure that you still want it, and that the future is, that your future is there. Okay? This is really, really awesome energy. I don't think we've had a reading quite like this. Now we have a 10 of Cups though as well. as your general energy. By the way, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Okay? Leave a comment, and please let me know how the cards on the path of the dove are resonating with you. Okay? Before we move to the path of the serpent, let's do one oracle of manifestation. A lot of cards jumping around today. The pathway beyond. Release what no longer serves you and step into the unknown. And say out loud, I am open to new things. Okay? Type it in the comments, I am open to new things. Whatever this surprise is, this is like suddenly things are changing. It's like suddenly there's no more waiting for anything. Things are happening really, really, really fast. Feels like a very surprising energy. And this is you saying, I'm open to it. Let's do it. I'm down. Let's go. Yeah, I'm in. I'm all in. You can count on me. I'm going to show up every day for this. There's chemistry. There's sparks. There's new life. One of you out there is pregnant, and you're either just now hearing about it, or you just learned about it yesterday or today, or you don't know about it yet, or something like that. Okay? Because that excitement is like very fresh. Yeah. Anyway, congratulations. I'm very excited for you. The Ten of Cups is emotional harmony, connection, love. It is the card of family. It is the card really that says our family's complete. Your emotional world is finding balance. Your relationship feels easier. Love is flowing everywhere in your life. You are present with the people in your life. It feels like home. And it's the job. The job feels like home. The job feels like it's a career. This is my home. I want to be here for the rest of my life. Like until I retire, I want to be here. This completes my life, You ever felt a job? To me, the YouTube is for me. That's my job. I feel complete here. I feel like this is home, Life feels a little bit more simple and more peaceful for a moment. Okay? Even though there's a lot to do. Yeah. With that Eight of Wands, it feels like there are you got to plan a lot of stuff now. A lot of things need to happen between now and then. Okay? But for a moment, it's like, it feels good. I'm content. I don't want anything else. Like, this is what I've been waiting for. This is your family. This is your home. You protect it. You don't give everybody access to it. Okay? I think that you're learning what emotional fulfillment actually means to you. Because the Knight of Cups is looking at the future and thinking, what's the future that I want? How do I want my future to feel? How do I want my life to feel? This, 10. The Knights are looking at the 10. This is how you want your life to feel. Okay? And this just happens to be your general energy. You can feel this now. You know that this is it. This is where you want to stay for the rest of your life. Maybe you're finding your forever home, your forever family, your forever friends, your forever, job, career, whatever it might be. It feels like a blessing. Yeah. You have your Empress in the environment, abundance, receiving, okay? Really a card that's saying take care of your body, take care of your heart, your emotions. Let yourself receive love, help, support. It's also a card that's about you beautifying your space. Are you building a nursery? Are you taking care of your body, preparing for the arrival of a new bundle of joy, right? You're creating something in your life. You're saying yes to those things that are going to help you physically and emotionally. I'm going to cry. This is a mother energy. Okay? And I'm not trying to just limit this reading to only women, but, this is the person in your relationship or in your environment. Maybe this is your significant other. Maybe you are just finding out that your significant other, for all my dudes out there, that your significant other is pregnant. Okay? Is with child. Yeah. But not all of you, okay? And not all, 400,000 of you are pregnant right now. That would be pretty crazy, wouldn't it? But I feel like this is the realization that you are creating the life that you desire, that this is you living as your best self in your best life, and something is flowing through you, okay? Because it's that kind of creativity, and it may be that this is the job, or this is the job that allows you to be creative, the job that allows you to then build the life that you want. It's the job that it's supportive, and it pays you, and it's in a good location, and you like the people there, and it feels like you're really building something. Okay, you're creating a life with that new piece of the puzzle. Yeah, this could be the house, the new home. And you're feeling like you're creating that house. You're turning that house into a home by adding your aesthetic, by adding your vibe to the thing. All right. Anyway, wow. Really, really good cards. The Prince of Wands here is another very stable energy. It's a confident energy. This is someone that has leadership and direction, vision and purpose, can handle all of this rapid progress that's going on. This is you trusting in your vision. This is you moving quickly in alignment with your long-term identity. This is all about long-term. This is really rapid energy now. This is an explosive chemistry. Sparks are flying. But the aim is for the long term. So the fire and earth, this is about what you're building now in the present moment. That is creating your future. Everything you do right now is affecting your future. So you're making moves right now that align with your long-term identity and your long-term vision. You're building the life. This is you knowing what to do and doing it. Doing the right thing. You're leading from your purpose here. And I feel like it's going to be an exhausting 9 months, perhaps, right? The 9 of Wands here. It's going to require your strength and your stamina. You're going to have to persist. You're going to have to work hard. You're going to be tired. Okay? You have to be able to rest and take nourishment. You've got to take care of your body and your mind. You've got to trust what you're building. This is also the card that literally is saying you're going to be stretched very thin. You're going to be exhausted. Okay? But there will be one final push, and then your goal will arrive. And maybe that is a little bit too on the nose for a pregnancy. But that's literally the meaning of the card. We're very close to the end here. We're going from the 8 to the 9, and then it will be the 10. And then it will, then everything will be in place, right? So again, kind of a home stretch kind of vibe in a lot of ways. But I want to look at the mystery card. I want to know if this is going to be that Ace of Cups. Okay. Let's see. Well, you got to protect your energy anyway. You have to make sure that you nourish yourself and that you get plenty of rest, plenty of water, plenty of intentional movement, or whatever is going to be healthy and appropriate, so that you can maintain your vitality and your energy levels. Especially as life starts to pick up the pace, things start to get busier, there's more and more things to do and all of that. So let's look at this mystery card. It's got to be the ace. An ace of anything, I think, is going to give us some confirmation. But I think cups or pentacles, probably. If you have a prediction, Capricorn, put it in the comments. It's the Devil card. It's your superpower card. This is you. Right? Is this a little version of you? Is this this is the creative card. This is the creative act. This is the motivation. This is your your why. This is you. This is the engine of the car. This is the life force. This is the embodiment of creative energy. So to me, there's a generative vibe here. You are creating something. You are creating life, really. Okay? And your desire, perhaps, here is the engine that's moving life forward. It could be that, this is literally like conception, But I think that really what this is, whether we're talking creating a family or creating the life or the business or the career, there's this idea of creating something that goes beyond you. Creating something that is bigger than you, outside of you, takes you out of your ego. This is creating something, this is a generative drive. There's generation, genesis, the creation of new life, responsible to something other than just you and your needs and your desires and your wants. That you're creating something that will exist even after you are gone. Okay, you're creating legacy. You're leaving your mark, right, on the world. You're creating something that is larger than your ego. It's bigger than you. You're in service to something more than you. It's something that will exist here even after you're gone. And I think we could look at that, interpret that any way you want, but that's the devil, is that creative force, okay? Anyway, let's do an extended reading, yeah? We're going to do an I Ching hexagram. We're going to do some oracle cards, tarot cards. We'll do the yes/no coin. There's a link in the corner. There's a link down below. New readings for Capricorn, Tuesdays and Fridays. Be sure to watch both readings. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Leave a comment and let me know. Where in the world? Oh, the world. We didn't talk about the world yet. To me, the world feels like this is the portal into life, okay? This is the portal through which life is born into the world, into this realm, So this to me feels like that completion, that wholeness. Feels like the cycle has completed and things have been born, things are working. And this is like, this is the new life, the new world that you're creating, okay? Anyway, I want to thank you for being here. I appreciate you. And leave a comment. Let me know where in that world you currently are. I want you to know that you are the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you, and I love you, and we are all in this together.